I mean, there's no better place in the MAC to play games than right here. Our fans support us in the good and the bad. Glad we could put out a great product today, fourth quarter, excluding the fourth quarter. But yeah, we're happy to be home. We're happy to get some healthy bodies back. You know, I thought it was a pretty good Xavier team, and we took care of a couple things, the boards and defending the three-point line. We moved the ball offensively, which was great. And I just see the progression from this group, and I'm really proud of them.
Just a lot of balance tonight, but I mean, Erica Porter, 17 points. Kendall had a couple nice buckets there in that first half to get you going. Just how critical was just kind of establishing that, and kind of felt like it really opened everything up there.
Yeah, I do think that we take what the defense gives us, and early we could throw it in, and Erica got a couple easy buckets, and then Moxie came in and did the same, and the zone happened, and then we had to take a few more perimeter shots. We moved the ball really well. I just thought we played a good offensive game. Again, excluding the press break in the beginning of the fourth quarter, but I thought we did a great job with the press up until that time. We had 3 turnovers in the first half. So we just we took our foot off the gas a little bit, and it hurt us. But those moments are getting shorter and shorter all the time, and that makes us a much better team.
Just the emotions of seeing Lexi back out on the court, and how do you kind of manage her minutes going forward? Yeah,
well, I'm a much better coach these days with her on the floor. She makes me look good. But it's a blessing to have her back. I mean, she's an engine out there. She pushes everything. Defensively, she gets after it. Offensively, she hits shots. She can push tempo. She's a great energy player. I mean, it's really nice to have her back. It was nice to get Nay back. I don't think we're not done yet. We got a couple more to get back, but I think it's going to be sooner than later. And I'm excited to see the potential of our entire group.
These last 3 games, have you noticed anything that's improved, changed? Obviously the tough losses there in the early on, but have you noticed anything these last 3 games? Especially that Arkansas game, and then to follow that up with a win today.
Yeah, competitive spirit and execution. I think they've increased their potential with that. I mean, down the stretch in Arkansas, I think I had all my timeouts. I called a timeout. Every ATO we came out, we scored. They did a fantastic job with that. That's execution. And they competed against a SEC team and a very good Stetson team and an Xavier team that came out here and wanted to win. But, there's many more challenges ahead. Marquette's very good. We need to prepare for them. But we have finals week. So, we got to get that academics taken care of first and foremost, and then we can get back to work.
I can't imagine that it's fun losing to a team like, Ohio State, West Virginia by 30, 40 points. But it seems like obviously the team's embracing it, kind of like last year when you guys played all those tough teams. Like how much do you learn from those games where you're playing basically the best teams in the country?
Yeah, you're going to see few better. You're going to see few better. And I'm hoping that we make the NCAA tournament, and when you make the NCAA tournament, that first or second round, you're going to see one of those teams. And if you're not ready, if you haven't seen that before, you're going to be a little bit shell-shocked. So in preparation for that, we play those teams. I also like going into Ohio State and West Virginia, and the stands are packed, and playing in hostile environments and experience new arenas and giving the kids those experiences. And we welcome challenges. We're not hiding from anybody. We try to play a tough schedule. So when MAC play hits, we're ready to go. And again, I'm happy with this progression. I think those games have helped us. So moving forward, I think we're only going to get better.
Donahue came off the bench and just did a little bit of everything. What's it like to have someone like her on the bench?
Yeah. There's very few players that I've seen that can impact a game defensively the way that she does. She changes the landscape of what the other team does. You have to make allowances for on-ball pressure. You have to make allowances for long passes because she's going to get in the passing lane. She gets deflections at a rapid rate. So having somebody that can come off the bench and create that kind of havoc is big. It's big for us. And the way we want to play up-tempo. We want to play aggressive defensively, and she fits that bill.
And then the bench in general had 26 points today. What's it like having such an impactful bench like that?
Yeah, I mean, we've been a little thin with our lineup. I know Amy and Paige have had to play, 30-plus minutes every game. So it's nice when you can get them a break and you bring somebody in and we don't drop off. We just keep on going. I think our bench is important because of the style that we play, because we like to get up and down the floor, because we like to pressure defense. So it's important that you have those subs, you have those people ready to go. And in any given moment, injuries occur, and for them to have those minutes, they'll be able to step into a bigger role when that time comes.
And then 20 assists tonight as a team. How helpful is that as a team when you can get the ball moving against a good team like this?
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. Let the ball find you. Let the ball find you. It'll find who needs to shoot it, in what position, what the best shot is for them, and they've embraced it. They've embraced it. You see players that, Alexi did the one more to Amy up for the three. I mean, we're passing up good shots for great shots, and that's what we're trying to do. Trying to get the best shot possible and get opportunities for players like Lexi and Amy and Paige to shoot the ball from the perimeter, and Erica and Moxie on the interior, and Gherkin as well. She's been doing great.
Amy, obviously another really strong performance, but I mean, how important was it backing up that Arkansas win with a really good, solid performance tonight?
Yeah, for sure. It was really important. I think we had a few days to prepare for Xavier, so it was really important that we just keep getting better and keep working hard in practice.
Just the offense playing at such a high level. Erica got going in the post.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, everyone's really contributing. Just how effective is it when you have that post presence? Kendall had a couple buckets as well, and then the guards are able to do what they did.
Yeah, EP started out really hot, and she's really hard to guard. Like, she's really hard to guard, and I'll throw it into her every single time because she can really score the ball.
Xavier kind of made things interesting there early in the fourth quarter. They pulled within 14. Then you had a nice basket, a nice pass to Janae on the back door. You guys kind of take back control. How are you guys able to just kind of regroup in that moment when Xavier was really putting some pressure on you?
Yeah, we can't have times where we just fall asleep. We need to be locked in the whole time. So just staying locked in for the full 40 minutes.
How nice was it having Lexi back on the floor tonight?
So good, right? Like, oh man, I just love playing with her, and I almost started crying when she made the three. I was like, oh my gosh, don't cry! Like, it was, oh my god, I'm just so excited to be playing with her again.
Just has her has she still been the same Lexi throughout this whole process?
Oh, 100%. She takes on any role you ask of her, and during the process, she kind of had to be that coaching role, that leadership role, and of course, she does that great. She does everything great.
Obviously, you guys play Ohio State, West Virginia, tough. Obviously, some of the best teams in the country. Kind of similar to last year, played some of the best teams in the country. You haven't lost since those two games. Was there anything that you learned or kind of the team really focused on after those two losses that's helped you out these last two games?
Yeah, both those teams are going to make us better. They're going to push us, make us better, and we like playing them because it's gonna get us better for games later on.
Yeah, how much, kind of going off that, to play those teams, all these Big East teams as well. Marquette's coming up. Like, how much has this team and this program embraced battling those top opponents?
Yeah, for sure. We want to battle those top opponents. We want to prove ourselves and just go out there, compete, work hard, and we want to play those opponents. Yeah.
This is your first game back at home since November 19th. What's it like just to be back at home and get a win in front of the home crowd?
Yeah, I mean, we love playing here. I'm probably biased, but the Stro is just the best place to play. The community's always here. They're showing out. They're cheering for us, and there's no place like the Stro. There's no place like home. So it's great to be back at home.
Lexi, what was it like being out on the court during a game? Obviously, a lot in the last year that has happened, but what was it like tonight to be back out there?
Yeah, it's been, I think we're a little bit under a year, so just being back out there was amazing, especially just coming back at Stro. A couple of BG past teammates have been here. It just really made it a great environment to be back and get back to the game I came back on was this game.
First shot goes right in for a three-pointer. Just what was that moment like for you, to be able to make that? Obviously, the crowd's going crazy, but just the emotions with making that first shot.
Yeah, honestly, it looked a little right, so I was a little bit nervous, but I knew if I didn't shoot it, Coach Fro would have to say something, probably take me out right after that for not shooting it. I was also trying to act like I've been there before. That didn't happen too much. But I also think, with the injuries I've been through, I think a little bit of celebrating like that is going to take me a long way.
How, just over this past year, I mean, obviously, been through tough injuries before, but how have you just mentally stayed focused, especially these past couple months, watching this new team? There's a lot of new players, a lot of new faces. Just trying to kind of find your role with this team now. Just how have you kind of mentally tried to, embrace the last
Yeah,
couple months?
I think we saw in the summer how much potential this team has. So you knew from the start that you had to keep working, and your role is going to be your role. Whatever you do, you got to commit to it, whether that's the 15th man on the bench or you're the starter, you play 40 minutes, whatever it might be. All roles are important, and that's what I'm kind of taking it right now. I'm just doing what I can to help out the team right now.
Just all of these opponents are so tough. I mean, the Ohio State's, West Virginia's for this team, and even tonight and Marquette going forward. Do you feel that this team wants to play those games no matter how tough they are, no matter how good the opponent is?
Yeah, I think that, like I said, the potential in the summer and knowing that what we have to do, we have to play the hard non-conference teams to get us ready for conference. So I think we are willing to do anything to get us ready for conference.
You've been injured and you've kind of been with the team still, but how have you helped the younger players and kind of given them pointers throughout the year while you've been injured?
It's been a different perspective. You kind of take a coach's perspective. It was a little bit easier telling them of mistakes they've been making or how to help them or how we can alter the way they're playing, and it came easier and natural to me because of the mistakes. I couldn't make mistakes when I wasn't out there on the court, so I had a much clearer view. When you're out there, things get a little bit foggy. So just helping them when they come off the court, letting them know what they might see on the court, what they might not see, and yeah, just letting them know that you're here for them and you'll do anything for them.
I've got a question. There were a lot of people here, a lot of former BG players, alums here tonight. Obviously, they all love this team, but I can't help but think a lot of them were back just to see you. Just how was it knowing that, so many people were, not only you were enjoying being back, but just when you hit that three and the whole arena is backing you?
Yeah, that was a really special moment. A couple of the girls surprised me. I knew a couple of them were coming, but there's a whole chunk of them, 8 or 9 girls. It just shows how much the BG culture, past teams, current teams, how much we really mean to each other. So it means so much, everyone coming out. I'm starting to tear up a little bit, which is actually pretty good for me if I'm not stopping my eyes out. But yeah, it was awesome to see everyone back in Stro.
All right. Any other questions for Lexi?
I mean, you and Amy Velasco have been, side by side for years now, and she's taken on. She can do so much for the team, but her calming presence. They pull within 14, and she just kind of takes the game over after that. Just how much does she mean to this team, knowing there's so many young players and just her leadership and everything? Yeah,
definitely. Me and Amy she's been with me through the 2 injuries. So her being a year younger, we've been through this. I've been here for her whole time. Definitely, like you said, her calming presence. Coach Fred's try to help Amy out. I'm Amy has the full court press. Let her take it. But yeah, you said it just best. She has the calming presence, so you want her on your team. She plays so hard. She's the type of teammate and the type of player you want on your team.